Well, hello, everybody. How's it going? It's a Thursday night this week instead of a Tuesday night. But welcome back to a brand new streaming episode of the Double Edge Cinema podcast with me, Brian 1988, or Justin. And right over there, my partner in crime, TJ. What's up?
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up, motherfuckers? So, what's going on, bud? How are you?
I'm doing okay. Surviving.
Same here. Same here.
Fighting off this winter tundra we have outside.
I know, winter tundra. I don't like it. I'm done with winter. So
Absolutely.
Hey, Lily, what's going on? How's it going, Lily? Your birthday's coming up. Very excited. Whoop whoop.
It is. Got the big 9-year-old next weekend.
Oh my goodness. So
Or this weekend. This weekend,
yes.
Parties this weekend. Birthday's on the 4th.
Whoop whoop. Anyway, yes, it is. By the way, hello everybody. I'm seeing like some people popping in. How's everybody doing? Please say hello, leave some comments, let's talk. Very excited to talk about this movie because I posted my review on 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, but I haven't done anything YouTube related. So looking forward to that. But yes, first off, if you are dealing with this crazy winter that we're dealing with, I know a lot of other places got it worse. I hope you're safe. I hope you're staying warm, and I hope you're doing well. Please let me know you are doing well, and I hope everybody's doing well. So, but Nathan, how's it going? He says, "Hey, what's up, guys? Life is good."
It is Mr. Nate the Great.
Nate the Great. I love that. So, before the last, this was after the last stream. TJ, my good buddy TJ over here, he got us on Spotify. So we're on Spotify now.
Yes. So the Spotify episodes will obviously not be live streamed, but I will do my best. Sorry, there was a gnat. But I will do my best to make sure that I get them uploaded within 24 hours of our live streams.
And awesome. And which, by the way, everybody can go check it out down below. There's a link to our Spotify. There's a link to our Facebook page, which we have, and that's been going really well. Very fun over there.
Absolutely. We are also up to 72 followers in our first 2 weeks. I did do a little bit of research. We do have to have a page for 60 days before we can go live on it. So unfortunately, we're only a quarter of the way there, but we do need another 28 followers as well. So we need 100 followers, 60 days of owning our page before we can live stream to it. So if you're not following already, you're listening on YouTube, make sure you go over and check out our Facebook page, shoot it a like. We will be posting semi-regular content. We posted a little bit about the winter weather. We posted when we went and saw 28 Years Later, we posted the delicious pizza that we had after. Just kind of doing what we can to get involved with our viewers for sure.
Maybe we do like a fun like little trivia week every week. Come up with like a fun like trivia week or like quote of the week type of thing, and people have to guess it. So that'd be fun every once in a while. That'd be fun. Megan, hello. How are you, Megan? What's up, bestie? How's it going? So, but anyway, yeah. So life's been busy.
It has been
a little crazy. Winter is winter.
Winter is here.
Winter is here, and been snowed in and watching movies and catching up with that. Recently, I've been rewatching the James Bond movies. So there's like almost 30 of them.
That's insane. Okay, I did not know that. I thought there was like 6.
No, they go back all the way from 1962.
Oh gosh, you had also mentioned to me a few weeks ago that a few days ago that you had binged all of the Hellraiser movies as well.
I did. I watched the 2022 reboot, and then I watched the first 5 Hellraiser movies. So let me tell you, I love Hellraiser 2022. It's one of the best Hellraiser movies. Absolutely love it. and I love the first 4 films. After I watched 4, I was like, well, let me watch 5, and let me tell you, I was like, it was watching paint dry. Like I was like sitting there going, okay, let's get through this. We got this. We could do this. And so I'm going to continue on, but Hellraiser Inferno, not so great. Not so great. But it's honestly, there's like some of the movies in the franchise that are definitely like misses, but there's a lot of hits in my opinion. So AJ Rob, what's going on? How are ya? How are ya? So he says at work, so can't be on too long. Well, thank you for stopping in, bud. We appreciate it. Anyway, have you seen any Hellraiser movies, TJ?
I have not. Never. It's something I need to add to my playlist, but I have not watched it. But I need to point this out to you because I think about it every single time that AJ Rob hops in the chat.
Okay.
His YouTube like profile picture reminds me of this vinyl cover.
Oh, sweet.
So much. Like every time I see it, I think about this.
Cool.
And for those of you that don't know, this is the Devil Wears Prada with Roots Above and Branches Below album.
Which they will be on the soundtrack of The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Are they?
No.
Dude, if they were, you might convince me to watch that movie.
You're serious? You thought I was serious at first. I loved it.
I mean, it'd be cool. I'd watch. I mean,
well,
I guess we did establish that I was going to watch it. Speaking of, I sent you a screenshot. I actually, which I guess it probably wasn't too far of a stretch. Okay. I did learn that the band The Devil Wears Prada actually got their name from the book and movie. So that's a fun little fact.
Well, look at that. See, now there's even more of a reason to watch the movie. And you might be like, Justin, this is one of the greatest movies ever made. How come I never listened to you?
I could be.
And now it could be like your top 5. It could be like Move Over Endgame. Devil Wears Prada is in the house.
I'll watch it though. I will watch the first one. I'll watch it.
I'm just kidding. That's a far stretch. Endgame is better. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's neat though. I did see that. I thought that was really cool. I was like, and I liked the message that they had on it.
So. Yeah, about how about the concept of greed or whatever.
Yeah.
Material possessions. Yeah.
So cool. What have you been watching recently? I know you've been busy with school too, but like
school has been whooping my ass. If anybody has any cheat sheets on how to learn coding, please let me know. But we have been watching. What did we watch? Twinless, which was a good movie. It wasn't a great movie. It did not live up to the hype that I had built up in my head for that movie. The trailers kind of made it seem like it was a more like thriller-esque kind of a vibe, but it was really just kind of like a LGBTQ buddy comedy, I guess would be the best way I would, with a little bit of, I guess, stalker syndrome going on in it too. Okay. It did have one of the most interesting gay sex scenes that I have ever seen.
All right.
Yeah, there was a small little clip that had some pretty colorful poses, we'll say. I wasn't expecting. But overall, it was a decent movie. Probably not something I would go out of my way to watch again, but I enjoyed it for what it was. And then I also watched Roofman with Channing Tatum, which is a movie that I know you've talked about multiple times.
To see. Yeah, I want to see.
Which it was a pretty good movie as well. I think it was a little bit better than Twinless. I don't think it was like award-winning or anything, but it was interesting enough to keep me entertained the whole time. Okay. My only complaint about it was that it was just a little bit too long, because this movie is like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it's a story about a guy literally hiding in a Toys R Us. Could have been done in 45 minutes, really, but for say a good hour and a half movie would have captured everything I think this movie offered.
I found out it's actually based on a true story. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, actually, I was looking up facts about the character and everything while we were watching the movie. He's still alive and actually still in prison.
Yeah.
He tried to escape 2 times after the initial escape as well. Yeah. Interesting.
Wow. Well, I'll have to eventually watch that one. That's definitely
it's definitely a decent flick. I think you'll probably like it maybe a little bit more than me, but
Yeah.
You definitely see a lot of naked Channing Tatum in it too. So
Well, that's a plus there for me,
yeah,
sir. Well, cool. Awesome. Oh, well, AJ Robs says in the comments here, yeah, I found that the profile picture online after searching for Halloween wallpapers. Well, cool. That is
that's
awesome.
why I like it. I enjoy
That
it.
is neat. Okay, so
Yeah,
do we? Oh, sorry.
we've also been watching a couple of shows. We've been watching Knights of the Seven Kingdom, which is a Game of
Hmm.
Thrones spinoff. There's 2 episodes of it out. I personally have been watching Jessica Jones. I am almost done with season 2. Have to
Yeah.
watch season 3. The trailer for the new season of Daredevil Born Again dropped, and holy
Awesome.
shit,
It looks
looks
awesome.
so good. I
Looks so
cannot
good.
wait. Comes out, I believe, March 25th. So I've got 7 weeks or so to finish season 3. It
Yeah.
was up to season 2. I think I'll be caught up. And then the new season of School Spirit dropped, which is season 3, and we watched the first episode of that tonight.
Cool. What shows have I been watching? Let's see.
Housewives.
I have actually pretty much all of my TV show watching right now is Housewives.
Housewives.
I know. I have a friend of mine, a friend of ours. She's like, "You need to watch The Secret Life of Mormon Wives," and I'm like, "I have to finish my Housewives before I jump into anything else." And I also told you that I was going to start Loki season 2.
You
So,
definitely it's almost like imperative that you watch it before, at least before Spider-Man.
oh, I'm going to. I'm going to start watching it. I will watch episode 1 this weekend. Look at me.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Proud of me. Be proud of
I'm gonna
me.
hold you to it.
And then let's talk about, like, we don't really talk about it too much, but I picked up some movies recently. Picked up Eyes Wide Shut, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie, Criterion 4K. I picked up Cruising with Al Pacino. It's a gay themed horror movie, thriller. And I picked up Evil Dead Rise, the
Oh, that's nice.
Arrow video release of it. So, but yeah, those are some recent pickups. So,
I have not picked anything up yet, but I do have an order that was supposed to be here last week that hasn't showed up yet.
okay.
But I have ordered Deadpool and Wolverine on 4K. It says it's supposed to be here tomorrow, so
Oh, I want to
we'll see if it shows
surprise.
up.
I want to surprise you with something real quick, TJ. Hold on.
Oh, did you buy something fun?
I did. Well, so because I have the Arrow release, I want to give you this little beauty right here.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Appreciate
Okay,
that.
there you go. Evil Dead Rise on 4K.
Cool. Also, since the last episode, the day before we watched 28 Years Later, Justin came over. I backed my truck into his car. It was fun. And then I actually got to go explore Justin's movie room.
You did, yes.
I loved it, dude. All his movies are so organized and they all match, and I'm jealous.
I try to keep it organized. If I didn't have it organized, I would go crazy. So, but thank you. I've been collecting for a very, 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 very long time. So, collectibles and all. I actually have a Michael Myers standee coming that I found cheap online. It's like one of those like cardboard cutout standees. And then I also have a Pennywise from the new It movies coming.
Cool. So that sounds terrifying to like see in the middle of the night.
Good thing I don't sleep in this room.
Imagine you fall asleep watching a movie and you wake up and just Pennywise is like, we all float down here.
We all float down here. So FYI, when you come over next time, TJ, it might be staring at you. So
that's okay. I'll poke his eyes out.
Real quick, AJ Roth says, speaking of organizing, just wondering what you guys prefer way of organizing your collection. Like, is it alphabetical order, categories, and tick? Mine's categorized, but it's alphabetical. Like, I have a boutique section. I have, like TJ was talking about, it's like nice and neat, and like every most of the boutique titles are together. And then I have a comedy drama section, sci-fi action, and then horror movies.
Yeah,
So
mine are not alphabetical order by any means, but they are by category. So like I have all like my animated films together,
mhm.
horror movie films together, and then like my Marvel movies. I do, and this it bugs me a little bit because like hypothetically I want to do like Captain America 1, Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America 3,
Yeah,
Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, but I put them in chronological order
I do too.
on release
Yeah.
chronological. I'll say. So that's how I have my Marvel movies organized.
Twinsies, I do
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is one of the reasons why you're one of my best friends.
And
So
I'm almost done. I think I have 3 movies left, and I'll be done with the Marvel movies.
so you're getting Deadpool, Wolverine. You
I've got
recently
that
got
ordered. I'm missing the Marvels, Guardians 3, and Captain America, uh, Brave New World. I think those are the only 3 I'm missing now.
all right, look at you. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. But yes, well, it was fun to have you over in the movie room. Finally, you got to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
this
for
like
sure, for sure.
space. So, and then we watched The Rift. Is it The Rift?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Something like that. And Anya Taylor-Joy. What's his name? Miles Teller.
Miles
It was
Teller.
good. It was a good movie. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. So I
Or
hope that
it was called The Gorge, I think.
The Gorge. That's what it was called. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought that they did a pretty
It was
stellar
a
job.
decent movie. And it wasn't one that I had heard about. It was just one we just kind of browsed it and saw. It was like, ah, let's try that out. They're both good
Yeah,
actresses. And we enjoyed that quite a bit.
we did. It was a very
Mhm.
entertaining movie. I really enjoyed it. Thought the acting was good and all that. So
Yeah, it had a decent, interesting story as well.
it did. Okay, so real quick, do we want to do contest winner or do we want to talk about 28 years later Bone Temple?
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get the contest winner out of the way. I feel like we're
Yay!
doing this so like ass backwards
I
because
know.
usually we hop right into 28 years, then
Holding
we
a
do something
surprise.
like fun, and then we do movies. We did movies, now we're doing fun, and then we're gonna do.
Mixing
But
it
yeah,
up.
so what I'm gonna do, and you all should be able to see this in just a second. Wheel of Names share. You all should be able to see a Wheel of Names popping up on your
Oh,
YouTube channel now.
let me pop. Okay, add to stage. There we go. There we go. Yes. So tell them again of what they're winning.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did a raffle on our Facebook page to celebrate having a new Facebook page. The rules were pretty simple. You had to like and share the post, comment your favorite movie, and then follow all of our social media pages.
Mhm.
As you can see, we only had 3 entries, which was a little
It's okay.
disappointing of a turnout. But it was our first one. The Facebook page was day 1. It's only been a couple weeks, so we'll get more followers. We're enthusiastic about this. But our three entries were Nathan and AJR. Which they're both in the chat right now. Both of their favorite movies were The Thing, which is a great choice.
I love The Thing, by the way. Yes, perfect winter movie.
And Samantha, or as I know her, Sammy, her favorite movie was Singing in the Rain. So we're gonna do this super quick. Just first pick wins. I'm gonna shuffle it a few times. The winner of this is going to receive a copy of Dune 1 and Dune Part 2 on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna give it a couple more shuffles, and we're giving it a spin. Let's see who wins this. All right, looks like Sammy is the winner of the giveaway.
Congrats, Sammy!
So, Sammy, I don't know if you're watching or not, but we will reach out to you, and I will get your address, and then I will order the movie off of Amazon and send it right to you.
So, well, congratulations, Sammy, and everybody. Thank you for entering. Really appreciate it. And stay tuned because I mean, in the future, we'll have more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure we'll be doing some milestone giveaways, some things to celebrate, especially once the podcast picks up. I really think this past month or so that we've really been hitting the ground running, like New Year resolution. We want to get this thing really going.
And I love that. I mean, this is like new year, new us type of deal. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. I think the Facebook page is just doing great. Like, I feel like that was such an awesome idea. So, got to give a shout out to you, TJ, because that was you.
I think my favorite thing about the Facebook is to, I mean, I guess really get to know our viewers a little bit better, kind of interact
Yeah.
with them a little bit more, and then also kind of get them a peek behind the cameras, like to show them that we are getting together, we are going to these
Hmm.
movies,
Yeah.
we're doing things outside of the movies,
Exactly.
making fun, making a good time of it, I guess. Yeah.
That's right. Um, so thank you everybody following that Facebook page. Thank you everybody watching, always liking, commenting. Make sure to follow everything down below. But we are here. We're finally going to talk about 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Yes.
So
Speaking of, did you see the post I made like an hour and a half ago, a little over an hour ago?
was it on the
Yeah,
cinema?
yeah.
Let me look. I saw it. I took a glimpse. Let me look. Let me
I
look.
I added a song to it. Is
Did
the picture
you?
that you said? Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let me look. Let me hear it. Let's see if I
I
can
don't know
put
if I don't know if we would get monetized if you play it on the page or not. I don't know. But I posted the
the
picture and I
Teletubbies theme. Oh
so
my gosh. That is
I was
perfect.
I was
That
laughing
is
so
perfect.
hard because if you know, you know.
That is the best. I love, yeah,
Yeah.
if you know, you know. I
Yeah.
love that. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. And we also have decided that Scarefest or our next
Yes.
con, we are going to be the Jimmies.
Yes.
So
And we've already priced the materials we need for the cosplays. Like it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
me too. Me
Yeah.
too. So this was our first movie of 2026 seeing in theaters.
Yes.
Um, and TJ, give your thoughts, buddy. Tell me what you think,
Okay.
and then I'll give you mine.
So, and I've not looked at any reviews really about it. I was mostly just going off of word of mouth from you because I know you look at all that stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, but a lot of what I heard was that this is the best 28 years or 28 movie ever. It's definitely up there. It was a great movie for sure.
Hmm.
Um, I personally liked 28 Years Later better than 28
Same.
Years Later Bone Temple. But that's not to take anything away from this. I think this movie was a great addition to the franchise.
Hmm.
Um, I think they went a vastly different direction with the Jimmies than I thought they were going to go,
Same.
based on how they showed up. They kind of showed up as like the saviors in the last movie, and in this movie they were actually, and this is a minor spoiler, they were really a bit of the bad guys, I would say,
Yep.
because they were definitely some tortured individuals.
They were.
Um, but overall, I loved the concept of them meeting the doctor at the Bone Temple. I
Hmm.
thought that honestly, their meeting of him was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, and I've mentioned that.
Mine too.
Uh, it was really cool. There was a great musical number in this movie. Some solid cinematography, honestly,
Hmm.
especially in that musical scene. Um, but it was different than I expected. My only complaint about this movie is it did not have a whole lot of zombie slash infected scenes. It was
Hmm.
more based around the Jimmies and the Bone Temple,
Yep.
and obviously our main character.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, it was a solid movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I thought about for a long time where I would rank the movie. For me, my favorite is 28 Years Later from last year. I think that's just such an awesome movie. I think it was my second favorite horror movie after Weapons. But I loved it. Loved it. Um, and then, this would be my second favorite. I love this movie too. And then 28 Days Later, I loved it. And 28 Weeks Later, I really enjoyed that movie.
Hmm.
But yeah, Bone Temple, like, I agree with a lot of what you said. I love the movie. Cinematography was great in the film. It looked really good. It looked slightly different compared to the previous movie. And I really like that because Nia DaCosta, hopefully I'm saying her last name right, the director said that she did not want to like copy what Danny Boyle did, and you could
Hmm.
see that with this movie. It felt different at times while still staying true to the series and the flow of this new trilogy. Really loved the performances in the movies. I think the standout for me was Ray Fiennes as the Doctor. Like,
Mhm.
I thought he did a great job in the last movie, but I feel like this is his movie for sure. And he just gave a awesome performance from the moment he's on screen to the very end. I love the actor who played Spike still. I still think he did a great job in the film. And the Jimmies, like you said, it surprised me where they went as far as direction goes. Like, you do think that at the end of the last movie that they are going to be the people that save Spike and that they're the good guys. And the movie takes a different direction with this film. And there's a lot of brutal moments in this movie with these characters. It's a pretty dark film. Um, like you said, like there's not a lot of infected zombie people in this film, but I think when there's not that, there's definitely the brutality of people and how they act in this world that is 20 years later in this kind of after a, the aftermath of the infection that has went on for 28 years. Um, the actor that played the main Jimmy, as far as acting goes, I think he just did a great job, and he was the vampire in Sinners, and I thought that was a great performance, one of the highlights of that movie. Um, Overall, the cast was just really good, and I love the story. I love the direction that it took. Um, I love, like you mentioned, that third act with what is the song in the movie? It's the one that Ray Fiennes performs at the end.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on it too. It was like
Heavy
it was
metal.
Skinner, wasn't it? It was
I,
Skinner, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was Skinner. I can't.
I can't remember who it was either. Either way, it
If
was still
anybody
really
knows,
awesome.
it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was the highlight of the movie was that third act for sure. Um, yeah, I loved it. I don't really, we don't really want to give away the ending of the film, but I
It was
hope we get
Iron
a third one.
Maiden was the
Iron
band.
Maiden, thank you.
Yes.
I hope that we get the third movie because I know this one's not doing as well as the last film, and um, we'll see if we get it. But I really loved the third act, or I really loved the ending. The ending was one of the highlights of the movie, and I mean, I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil too much about it. I don't
Right.
really want to say too much about the ending. I'll just say people will be very happy with how this movie wraps up.
Mhm.
What do you think of it?
And I agree with everything you said. I also want to say too, we got to see, and we did get to see an interesting development with the zombies or
Yes. Oh, yeah.
infected, whatever
Talk
you want
about
to call
that.
them.
Yeah.
Specifically the alpha, and I believe
Mhm.
this was a new alpha because they mentioned him coming in and taking over the territory at one point,
Mhm.
even though he kind of looked the same.
Yeah.
Uh, but there was definitely some cool development with that
Yeah. Yeah.
without spoiling anything.
Well, I mean, in the trailer, it kind of hints that like Ralph Fiennes' character wants to like almost turn these infected people, zombie-like people, in reverse it and almost
Yeah.
give them humanity in the film, and that's
Yeah.
all we'll talk about. But I really
Yep.
enjoyed that. That was a part I forgot to
Yep.
mention. I really enjoyed that part of the story. I thought that was great. So, and I
Yep.
like the that's
And
what
we
were we
still
gonna say?
got to see him be in alpha as well. There was definitely some cool alpha scenes. Probably
There
the most
was.
gory scenes, realistically.
Yep, a lot of
Yeah.
head ripping, skulls coming off
Yeah.
of the bodies type of
And
things going on.
the bus scene in particular was one of my favorite scenes.
One of my favorite scenes too.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, um, I mean, I think we kind of talked about it a little bit, but what was the one thing that surprised you with this movie that you weren't expecting?
I think overall it was probably just the Jimmy's being a bad guy
Yeah.
because I was getting very much like like Power Ranger vibes or something,
I
which me and
was
my friend
too.
Leah talked about a little bit. But I was getting like Power Ranger vibes, like the way they were all wearing different colors. They showed up and they were doing like martial arts and
Hmm.
kicking the shit out of the zombies and stuff like that. So I was kind of getting like team of superheroes trying to save innocent civilians, and we got polar opposites.
We did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. That
we
was
got the
my
villain.
surprise. We got the villain. That was
Yeah.
my surprise too. And then the way that this all ends with the Jimmys, like the main Jimmy, for example,
Mhm.
kind of makes me wonder what they're gonna do with if they're gonna carry on something with the Jimmys in the third movie. So and who takes
Mhm.
up? Well, I don't want to say too much without giving anything away, but um,
Yeah.
I'm curious to
It
see
it would
where
be
everything wraps up.
interesting if we saw the Jimmys in a third film. I think it would be interesting.
Hmm.
If I had to guess, I would say the third film is probably going to have to do with the Alpha a little bit more,
Hmm.
based on how this one ended. But that's just my theory.
Yes, and I will say that I'm looking forward to. I guess that's our next thing is like, where do we see this next movie going? And you mentioned something. I also think that, um, and you had talked about this. Like, this movie really did not have a lot of the infected zombies that we had in the previous movies. I
Mhm.
think the third movie is going to up that a little bit. I think
That
this
that would make
movie,
sense. That would make
yeah,
sense. I would think. Okay, so my theory, and I'm just developing this like right now. So
okay.
this movie's not supposed to release until end of 2027,
Hmm.
beginning of 2028. I just looked it up, which kind of sucks.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have to wait almost 2 years pretty much for this movie.
Yeah.
But that gives them time to polish it. That gives them time to film all these crazy action stunts.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see more of Spike coming into his own.
Hmm.
I think they're going to develop some kind of a cure or something like that.
Yep.
Um, and then I think we'll see a lot of the alpha in the next one.
I think so too. I think we're going to see a lot of the alpha. I think we're going to see.
Hey, buddy.
I think we're going to see some characters that we've been waiting for. That's
Oh yeah. I forgot about that
yeah.
part.
That's going to go in the direction in the third movie. But I really think that like 28 years later, like again, that movie was about a father and a
Hey,
son
buddy.
and a mother and a son storyline mixed within the zombies and the infected people. This movie was kind of like the middle half of everything, where it was like, okay, we kind of took a pause on the zombies and the infected people. You know, you got more of a story with the doctor and Spike's journey continuing on with the Jimmies. And then I think the third movie is going to be definitely more infected, definitely more I think, like you said, finding a cure, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see how this all wraps up. And it sucks that we have to wait 2 years for
Yeah,
this movie, but also, like you said, it gives them time to develop things even more.
I think it
Um,
especially sucks because they released these two like within
yeah.
like what 6 7 months from each other.
Hmm.
So going from 6 7 months to 2 years is a gap.
It is a
But
gap. It is a
yeah,
gap. I think it's a good idea in some ways though, because like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, like this movie, while I think it's making the money and I think it will make it some of its money back, it's obviously not making as much as the last movie. I hate comparing movies, but I mean that has been every article that I've been seeing is like the movie's not making as much as the other one, and it's like I think the movie's going to be a hit. I think this movie should have come out maybe in the spring.
yeah, that's
Uh,
what I was just gonna say. You got like the first one came out like smack in the middle of summer, beginning of summer.
yeah, yeah,
And then this one's coming out in January, literally like a week after Christmas. So
yeah. Kind of not the best time to release a movie.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
and especially them knowing that they have that 2 year gap coming, you would have think that they would have thought that out a little bit and kind of spread it out a little bit. Maybe done it like the end of July. give
Yeah.
us like a little over a year wait, and then into a year and a half.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean that would have been better for this because I still think people one, I maybe not everybody had seen 28 years later yet, like the
yeah,
previous movie. And two, you have to let people soak a movie in before you release the next one. Like
right.
I feel like this movie came out pretty quick since the last movie. So I think letting something soak in and letting people kind of, get ready for the next one, give them a little bit of more time would have been the best thing. Um, However, I know they filmed these two back to back, and I know they didn't wait. I know they did not want to wait too long for the movie to come out. So, but yeah, I loved it. Loved the movie. Very happy with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with the third and final movie in this new trilogy. It's going to be the fifth movie. But TJ, where do you rank the movies? I know we talked about it briefly, but I know I mentioned mine. Where do you rank these movies?
I think I'm definitely 28 years later is definitely number one.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably do. I'm trying to think about them all the way
It's
through.
hard. It's because they're all strong movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are very good, and they're all equally good. I think too.
Yes. Yeah.
28 years just pulls forward a little bit more because they
Mhm.
had a better story. I think overall.
Yeah.
I would probably do 28 years, 28 days, 28 weeks, and then 28 years Bone Temple. And again,
Cool.
it's a very hard rating.
It is. It is.
If you ask me again in a week, I'll probably change my mind on some of
I'm
it.
the same. I'm the same
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I think as we rewatch these movies, this is one of those series where it's like, okay, it's such a strong series that
Hmm.
like we're gonna have different opinions each time. I feel like I really
Yeah,
like in my opinion, I will. I really feel like rewatching the movies in the future. I'll be like, okay, I like this one
for sure, for sure.
better now than the
And then
last one.
also, like, even as I'm talking about it, I'm like, well, 28 years later, Bone Temple is very polished, and a little more modern compared to 28 weeks, 28 days. So maybe it's a little bit better. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I could easily convince myself to change that rating.
I think with 28 Days Later, for example, like that was it wasn't the first like infected movie. Maybe it was. Like there were zombie movies, obviously, but this was
Yeah.
like cool. This was neat at the time when this movie came out because I remember the marketing for the film. I remember. I don't think it was Danny Boyle's first movie, but it was one of his first major movies. And he was getting pretty much started, and then had his career after that. Cillian Murphy, like this was not his first movie, but I feel like his first major movie that he would later do like Batman Begins and Sunshine and Binky Binder or whatever that show is, Blinders, something like that. Like Red Eye, for example, another great movie with Cillian Murphy. So that movie had a lot of firsts with it. And I remember when that came out. And then I'm gonna say I love all of them because I love 28 Weeks Later. It's a film that I remember when it came out in '07, and I was a junior in high school, and so that was like the age of the 2000s, and like around that time you had like Cloverfield and 28 Weeks Later and Rob Zombie's
Dude,
Halloween. Like these are just nostalgic things that I have.
Cloverfield
um,
is such an underrated movie.
I
It's
would love to
such a
talk
good
about
movie.
those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
That would be
second one was
fun.
not as good, but it was still good. But
Yeah.
Cloverfield was definitely underrated.
Did you see Cloverfield Paradox, the third one?
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I knew there was a third one.
I haven't seen it
Was
yet.
that the one? Maybe it's the third one thing. There was like a birthday party it started with.
Um, I don't know. It's
I don't know.
honestly, I my favorite of those movies is Cloverfield. Like I know a lot of other people love 10 Cloverfield Lane. I also love it, but I feel like Cloverfield is the one with the birthday party. I remember the
The
first
first one
one.
was the birthday party.
No, no. So,
Okay.
but they're coming out
Uh,
with the second movie. They're coming out with like another Cloverfield movie.
yeah, it comes out early. It says early, or it's in development early 2026.
Yeah.
So,
So, but yeah, I mean, all these movies just kind of came out at like great times, and started something really awesome. So, and I love that they brought these movies back, because I know for a long time people were wondering if we were going to get 28 years later, if it was going to happen. And to think that not only do we have one, but we have Bone Temple and we have another one coming. Like, it's just, it's
honestly awesome. The gap, like, it makes it a little more realistic, really, to me.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that. I love that gap. Like, that was great. Great marketing, great idea. Do you think that, as far as directors go, that they're going to carry on and get another director? Like, each movie have a different director? Or do you think Nia's going to come back, who did the Bone Temple? Or do you think Danny Boyle is going to kind of wrap up this trilogy of films? Or Alex Garland, who wrote the movies? Like,
yeah. So it had the same writer but different directors. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, I think it's a little weird, honestly, that they changed directors for them.
Yeah.
Like, because the first one was so good, and the second one has been. I mean, it's been good too, but I think it's just a little odd that, like, to me, when I think of like directing a franchise, I immediately, again, because I'm the Marvel guy, I immediately go,
same.
Joss Whedon, like, doing the whole Marvel franchise, and now he kind of became the.
Well, I think of like Christopher Nolan in the Dark Knight trilogy, directing all those.
Like, if you strike gold, why mess with the recipe?
That's true. I mean, I love Nia DaCosta. I mean, I loved Candyman. I thought that was such a great reboot, and I thought she did a great job with this. But yeah, I was surprised when they announced it that Danny Boyle didn't want to, or he didn't direct the Bone Temple. I thought he would have done it. But maybe he had another film going on at the time that he needed to kind of step back in. But yeah, do you think they're going to go with a different director? Do you think we're going to get Danny back, or?
I think I would like to see Danny come back.
Same.
And from what I'm looking at, he did 28 days and 28 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
28 weeks was. Did he direct 28 weeks?
They said he did 28 days, 28 weeks, and 28 years. So, again, like, why would you mess with the recipe?
That's true.
Hypothetically, I would like to see him come back, but I'm fine. As long as they do well, I don't care too much.
Same here. So, I agree with that. So, but yeah, do I have any cons with this movie? I would say I agree with you on... It's a very small con. I think I would have liked to have seen more of the infected people in this movie. Like, that's what made these movies, and I feel like that's like one of the scariest things about these films. So definitely more of that. But that's my only issue with the film. Like, that's my only small con with the movie, was that I would like to have seen a little bit more of the infected people in the film.
Yeah, but like you said, who knows? Maybe in part 3 we'll get shit ton infected, and maybe at the end of part 3 we're like, man, I wish we had more humans in that movie.
That's true. So, and you did point something. You did point something else out in this movie, that the Jimmies are actually named very similar to Cillian Murphy's character in the first one, named Jimmy.
So that was cool. Pretty positive.
Yeah, Jimmy. I think so. Yeah, Jimmy. So that was neat. So. I gave you a little bit of randomly off topic. I gave you a little bit of trivia, and we were in the movie talking. We were in the movies, and I whispered to you that Ralph Fiennes, who played the Doctor, was Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, and I thought you had known that. I was like, he's gonna know this, and you're like,
I didn't know that. No, it's weird because, like, out of all the actors from Harry Potter, like, to me, like. And it's weird too, because Voldemort is actually my favorite character in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But like, he's the only one you never see do like interviews. Like, I've never seen him go to Comic Cons or anything. Like, really talked about him other than around the time the movie was made. So when you pointed that out, though, that's all I could see the rest of the movie.
Were you thinking in your head, Harry Potter?
Yeah.
The boy that
Spike. The boy I want to live.
The boy I want to live. Ralph Fiennes is a great actor, though. There's a couple times, like, I knew it was him, but I was like, yeah, like he this was Lord Voldemort like 10 years ago. Like it's just crazy
Yeah,
to think that where he is. So but yeah, I was a fan of this movie. It was a great way to kick off the movie theater experience of 2026 for sure. So and just think like
also,
this what?
I'm gonna make you feel old real quick. You said
Oh
10 years
gosh.
ago. Deathly Hallows Part 2 was 15 years ago this
Oh
year.
gosh. You make me feel real old.
Yeah.
Where were you? 2011. What was I doing in 2011? I was beginning college.
I was 19, yeah. I was fresh out of high school. I graduated in
Oh, jeez.
2010. So
Yeah.
you were probably like 21, something like that,
Was
22.
it 21? No. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
was I was 19 in 2011.
Oh my gosh. Let me look and see how. Well, I started college late. So let's see.
Okay. Me too.
I,
I
yeah.
waited till I was 34,
It's
33.
okay. I started a semester in Arkansas and then I stopped for a little bit, moved here, and then, okay. Oh my gosh. I feel old. You ready for this? I was 23.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was old. Old as all be. Yeah. You're like, I'm going to make you feel really old. And I'm like, what? You're
Yeah.
like 15 years ago. I'm like, crap. It doesn't seem that long ago. Like, it feels like I just saw that movie in theaters. Like, those were great
Mm,
cinematic experience movies to
for
watch for
sure.
sure. Love the conclusion to that Harry Potter series and that last showdown between Harry and Lord Voldemort was just so good.
Mm.
So good. Um, what you eating, sir? What is your snack of choice tonight? Dude, did you get the cotton candy ones?
Yeah, we had gotten them before you texted me about them.
Really?
They're
Oh, look
they're
at
so
that.
good. They're
They are
delicious.
so good. So good. I'm glad I got two of them because I was like, grab two.
Um,
So good. And the cotton candy taste like stays there for a long time. So um what's up? Acres of movies, how are you? What's going on? Um Hello and thanks from Stacy. Do you want Robert Eggers to make a new Nightmare on Elm Street trilogy? So Robert Eggers, TJ, is the director of Nosferatu, The Witch, and the new movie Werewolves coming out.
okay.
I'd be down for it. I mean, I would be down for that. Anything nightmare related, I would love. I want that to come back. I
Yeah, I would
really
be
love
down.
him as a director.
Honestly, I feel like they could just keep pumping out like classic slasher films and they'll automatically kill it. Like it's just a given. There
Yeah,
could be 100 Jason Voorhees movies and people are still gonna go watch them.
exactly. And it's been a while. It's been a long time since we have Nightmare on Elm Street, so I
Hmm.
will be very excited when they announce that. Um, Acres of Movies also mentions what's your two favorite characters from um, what's your two favorite characters other than Jason from Friday the 13th? Are you a big Friday the 13th fan?
So Jason is my like top three favorite horror like killers, slashers.
Cool. Yeah.
But I have not watched a Jason movie probably since high school. So
Well, I could tell you mine. I think my favorites, uh, Jenny from Friday the 13th Part 2, and maybe Pamela Voorhees because she's just so classic.
you know
So
what? I'm gonna go Jason Mewes character from Freddy versus Jason.
was
The
it Jason
stoner.
Mewes? Was it Jason
Yeah.
Mewes? I think it was another actor, but they called him Jason
What
Mewes.
I could have swore it was Jason Mewes, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think he's. You know what? What's so funny is it's not him, but when they did the Friday 13th documentary, Jason Mewes was on the documentary and he was like, that wasn't fucking me.
You're right, it's not. Now that I'm looking at it, it's why do I distinctly remember
because
it being
everybody
Jason Mewes?
because everybody thinks it is. Like
That's
the movie came out and
hilarious.
everybody thought it was.
That is genuinely hilarious.
That's
And now that
hilarious.
I'm
You bring
looking
that
at him, I
up.
remember him,
Yeah.
but it's genuinely hilarious.
Oh, that was good. I loved that. That was amazing. Well, yeah, like I said in the documentary, Jason Mewes was like, "Wait a minute, I wasn't in that movie." I love Freddy versus Jason, by the way. That's another
Yeah.
just kind of great movie from my time. So, but yeah, those are my two favorites. And then Acres of Movies says Sony will greenlight the next 28 franchise movie to keep working with Danny Boyle. I agree with that. And you really can't stop these movies. Like you have to wrap up what you planned. So Sony, let's not stop this. Like let's let it wrap up.
Well, so if my theory is correct, and then they come up with a cure, I mean that would kind of wrap up the franchise, I would think, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like making this third and final movie.
Yeah, for sure. But I could see them. I mean, if it does well, and they do another summer release, I could see them spinning it, maybe saying there's like a new strain of the virus or something like that, or a malfunction in the cure that actually mutated them more, or whatever. I mean, they could spin it however many ways.
They could. I like it. Keith Jarden as Freddy Krueger? Question mark. Who is this? Let me look this up.
I don't know who that is either, actually.
I gotta look this guy up. Let's see.
He looks like he's some kind of MMA fighter, maybe, who's done a couple action movies.
Let me look.
Movies I have never seen, though.
Jordan. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could see him. I've never seen any of the movies that he's been in.
But he was in John. It says he was in John Wick.
Okay.
Part 1, Bird Box, Maze Runner, Crank. Oh, he was in Logan, apparently.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, I love the fact that like when they cast Robert Englund, that he was very unknown at the time. So like he had done some stuff, but like, you know, for a lot of people, they were like, "Who's this guy playing Freddy Krueger?" So there was a lot of like mystery behind that. So I like that. And then Mount Rushmore of Julia Roberts. Would she be good as a female Loomis? So Dr. Loomis character teaching at school in the 80s and 90s from method work at first, but then goes very dark. Eyes as dark as the night, she says. Oh, so like, do you think she'd be a good like female Dr. Loomis, almost like in the Halloween franchise? Yeah, I love Julia Roberts. So, I mean, you never know.
Now that I never really thought about it, because obviously I know who Julia Roberts is. I literally cannot think of Julia Roberts movies other than like the Ocean's 12, Ocean's 11, which I didn't watch.
Oh my gosh! So you never seen Still Magnolias?
I did see Runaway Bride. I've never seen Still Magnolias.
What about Pretty Woman? Have you seen it?
I don't know if I have or not. If I did, I was young.
What's another Julia? Oh, Sleeping with the Enemy is a great one. Yeah, there's a lot of Julia Roberts movies.
Yeah, I literally think I've seen like 3 Julia Roberts movies.
Oh, we need to have a Julia marathon.
It looks like she mostly does like chick flicks, though.
Hey, I think you'd like
That's
Sleeping with the Enemy. Sleeping with the Enemy, I think you'd like. That's a good thriller. 90s thriller. I've never seen the Oceans movies, to be honest. I've never watched them.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Have you seen? You said you've never seen them. I've never seen those movies. Acres of Movies says, I think the goal is to make a third and final movie, then spin it off to a Netflix program. Oh, so like the 20 years later movies. Yeah. Like maybe a TV show.
Yeah.
And then Acres of Movies says market it as the final movie and then continue on in other media. Yeah, they could do like a TV show. That'd be pretty cool. And then the actor that Acres of Movies is mentioning to play Freddy Krueger was in The Enforcer, and he also directs a new movie at a diner. It was great. So cool. De Palma call you. He's like, I want to reboot or readapt Sisters. Should I cast Mika Monroe and Sydney Sweeney? I've never seen Brian De Palma's sister, so I don't know too much about that one. But I love Mika Monroe, and Sydney Sweeney is good in movies. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so TJ, we got movies coming out, sir.
Custom. We do.
We do.
which
So
we talked about a good bit of movies
last time. But I
in the
guess
last episode, so I don't want to spend too much time on that.
I guess like
Um,
no, I guess like recently like February movies and like upcoming movies that hopefully we'll see in theaters and we'll see them in theaters. It just depends on
yeah.
when we watch them. So
So
Sen-
I've only got 2 movies written down for between now and the end of February. I've got
so
a big desk calendar, and I'm writing down movies that are coming out so I don't forget them.
so
Um,
I can think of 3.
Go ahead.
Send Help, Strangers Chapter 3, and Scream 7. Those are the only movies that I could think of.
Those are
With
the
Scream,
next 3 that I have written down.
yeah. So
Uh, and I think we might end up having to do because I want to see honestly, I want to see Send Help
me too. I so
probably
want to see
more
it.
than I even want to see the other 2. That's how good I think that trailer looked. It
That
looked
looks so
insane.
good. So good.
And I do really want to watch Stranger Chapter 3 and Scream
Scream
7,
7.
but the trailer for Send Help just looks so freaking
It
good.
looks so good. I know.
But yeah, I think we might end up having to do another double.
I was down with that. I think our next double should be Strangers Chapter 3 and Scream 7.
Well,
And
I
then
was because we have a 3-week gap
okay.
between Strangers and Scream.
Mm-hmm.
But we only have a 1-week gap because Send Help comes out tomorrow.
Oh, does it come
And
out?
then and then Strangers comes out next Friday.
Okay.
So I was thinking we can maybe try to get together and do a double feature for that maybe next weekend.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's do that one.
Um,
That sounds good with me.
it would have to be Saturday evening though, if
That's
we
fine
do
with
it.
me. I'm down with that.
Let me get back to you. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Um,
I say Acres of Movies says Send Help. It was terrific. Awesome.
oh, you saw it already? Okay, I thought it was just coming out
Nice.
tomorrow. I want
Maybe
to
they
see
have
it
a
very
great.
badly. I think it looks really good.
Okay. Let's see. And then do you think it is Rachel McAdams' best performance? I love that one. Dillian Bryan was great too. We haven't seen it yet, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I genuinely I thought it wasn't coming out till tomorrow, so I'm
Maybe it
impressed.
got like early screenings or something.
It could have, yeah.
One of my
Some theaters, yeah.
one of my favorite Rachel McAdams movies, and Cillian Murphy's in it, is Red Eye. That was a terrific movie. That was awesome film there.
She's been in quite a bit. I've seen quite a few Rachel McAdams movies for sure.
We got Regina George from Mean Girls,
Hot Chick,
The Hot Chick, The Notebook. So many great movies. So many.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yes. Oh, and I want to mention that Send Help is directed by Sam Raimi, who directed the Evil Dead movies, the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire trilogy, Drag Me to Hell, and Doctor Strange 2. And Oz the Great and Powerful. So like, but this is his return to the horror, like true horror movie genre since Drag Me to Hell. So that's pretty exciting. I'm a big Sam Raimi fan. So Evil Dead 1 and 2 are 2 of my all-time top favorite horror movies. So
they're very good for sure.
Yes, love them.
Some might say they're groovy.
They're groovy. Yeah. I loved Army of Darkness too. So like the Evil Dead franchise, that's another one where kind of like with 28 Years Later franchise where I don't think there's a bad Evil Dead movie.
Did you watch the show at all?
I watched I think I am finishing season 1.
It stayed very true to like the goofy like Bruce Campbell era Evil Dead movies. It was solid.
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna get back to watching that one, but a huge Evil Dead fan. Huge Evil Dead. Which, by the way, Scarefest has just announced so much. They're starting to announce people, and it looks like Evil Dead is going to be a big reunion that they're going to have there. So,
well, if we go, I for sure because I did not get to meet him when I went to Wizard World. I for sure want to meet Bruce Campbell and get my photo taken with him.
Yes, he always wears like the nice like tuxedos and everything when he goes to these places. So I definitely need to meet him. I need him to sign my Evil Dead box set because I have the whole cast except for him.
Oh, literally, Bruce Campbell is confirmed.
Yay! Oh, and you know who else is going is the actress who played Mia in the Evil Dead 2013 reboot.
Yep. Yeah, I see
So,
her. Jane Levy.
yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Love her. She was in this one funny comedy a long time
Oh,
ago called Fun Size. Where it was like a hot Halloween comedy. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun
Corey
movie.
Taylor from Slipknot's going to be there.
Nice.
And Greg Nicotero.
Oh, cool. Walking Dead and all that stuff.
Hmm.
That's neat. That's so cool. So cool. So, but yeah, we're wrapping up an hour, guys. Like
Yeah.
we're at that hour mark. TJ, what's your plans for the rest of the week, bud? Weekend. Oh, it's Friday now.
Whoa, yeah. It's my daughter's birthday this weekend, so we're doing her party Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I have to confirm it with Megan. We talked about taking her and one of her friends to do some things together
Cool.
Sunday. I don't know if we're still doing that or not.
No.
We're also supposed to get some more snow in the morning too.
So
we'll see how that goes. It's just supposed to be like a light dusting.
Yeah, so
That might
drivable.
tamper the weekend. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
We'll see. It's drivable. It's still drivable. That's all that matters is I can get out and drive.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, cool. Well, cool. We'll definitely get together and watch a movie soon, and look forward to doing this double feature next weekend. So, very cool. Acres of Movie says, ironically, it's still competing with Housemaid. Awful movie though. LOL. I've not seen The Housemaid yet, so
I'm not either. I know that's coming to streaming here, I think on like the 12th or something like that. So I'll probably check it out then.
Yeah. And then before we go, Acres says Scorsese calls you and says, I'm gonna make a new Peeping Tom or what other 60s or 70s movies. I don't know. I've never seen Peeping Tom from the 70s, so not sure about that one. Maybe like play Misty for me or something. I don't know. So maybe, yeah, I don't know.
I've not seen a lot of 70 movies, but I'm surprised you didn't say Jaws.
Oh, you can't remake Jaws. That's like
yeah.
That's nostalgic for me. I know that it could be a little outdated for some people, but I love Jaws so much.
Other than that, I mean, you have Star Wars, like Texas Chainsaw, Halloween, which those are all movies that are kind of still going.
Yeah.
Rocky, which we already also kind of have with the Creed movies.
Yeah.
I tell you what would be interesting and very controversial release today would be Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know what?
That would be a wild reboot.
That would be a wild reboot. You know, they're doing a Broadway show of that now, so they've just
I did not know.
They just cast a couple of well-known people for the Broadway show. I was going to ask you, I don't think I've ever talked to you about that. Have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show? And yes, you have.
I have. It's been a little bit, though, yeah, for sure. That was when I was significantly younger.
And I have to watch that one and do the time warp.
And I think it's wild that I've seen it when I was a child because of some of the content in it, but...
I know. Hey, I saw Howard the Duck, and there's duck boobs in that movie, and I was like, what was I watching as a child? Anyway, everybody, well, we are going to wrap this up. We're hitting the hour mark. TJ, any last things you want to say, bud, before we go?
Next episode I have written down February 10th, and I have Send Help and Strangers Chapter 3 written down. Following episode, we have February 24th, and we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day romance movies.
Yay! I love it. So cool.
Because I've seen so many of those.
You see, and we could talk about Valentine's Day horror movies if you've watched those too. So a mixed bag if you want to. Well, we could do we could be like Justin's recommendations of the Valentine episode. I'll talk in a very soft voice, be like, and number 10, we have Showgirls. Just kidding. That is not a Valentine's Day movie, people. Anyway, I would not know. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We actually had the comments are awesome. We appreciate you all. Congrats to our winner, Dune Part 1 and 2. Samantha will get a hold of you. And everybody watching, thank you for watching the live stream. If you're watching the playback, thank you so much for that. Please remember to like this. It helps us out so much. So please go like. And we have all our links down below. So Spotify, we have our Facebook page. Please go follow that. We have our YouTube channels, my YouTube channel, TJ's YouTube channel, and our Double X Cinema Movie Podcast YouTube channel. So everything down below. Please go subscribe, follow. We really appreciate you all. This is 2026 is going to be a great year for movies and for the series. So looking forward to it. So anyway, TJ, as always, you're awesome, bud. I appreciate you.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, everybody have a good night. Have a good night.